Good afternoon, everybody. I'm rather excited to say that I'm back, although not so excited to say that I'm partly back because we are getting nearer and nearer to lockdown, and many parts of the country are already in lockdown. So I think that's a shame. We all hoped doing our things for lockdown last March that it would be the first and the last, and it was all sort of a bit of a novelty, but no, not really, not for those people who lost loved ones. But you know, when it comes to a second time and coming into the winter, whereas we had a lovely spring, which kept our I don't know, kept us in good spirits, I suppose. So we are coming into the winter, so I'm a little bit in dread of this. Now, I don't know about you, but many of us, and many of my friends and myself, unfortunately, ended up with the lockdown lump. It was a bit of a lockdown lump, lockdown lethargy, eating a bit more than we needed to, drinking a bit more than we needed to, and particularly at my age, it's quite difficult to get rid of that. So eventually, I decided to instead of going on holiday, I decided to go to a health spa. It was the Greyshot Manor Health Spa, and I've been there before, and I think it's a great place. And I actually booked it for 10 days because I thought this has got to be enough time to be able to change my routine. So I did go, and I did lots of exercise, did lots of fabulous walks in their amazing grounds, was able to relax in their very historic building and had the most fabulous food. Now, I wasn't desperately bothered about losing weight. What I wanted to do was to go through a really healthy routine so that I could lose weight gradually, which I am going to tell you a little bit more about their routine and a little bit of things that I've mixed in with it, and some other, I think, very respectable losing of weight plans. So we will come on to that a bit later, but I had a fabulous time, and actually did end up losing half a stone, which I was amazed at because I was having, like, in the evening meal, I was having a 3-course meal, all healthy, but it was absolutely gorgeous, and a breakfast, a small breakfast and small lunch. So anyway, I will tell you more about that. But I'm not trying to say all this, oh, well, you know, for those of you who can afford it, I would definitely recommend Greyshot Manor because it's, you know, it's backed by a strong medical background and a good company. And I found it incredibly pleasant and enjoyable. But I know that many of you won't, particularly in these COVID times, won't be able to afford to go there. So what I'm going to do is I came back last Thursday, had a little bit of a break, and now back on it for another 10 days, but working from home, doing it from home. And I hope that in that 10 days, I may lose a few more pounds and may be able to also share some of the secrets that I discovered over that 10-day period without you actually having to go. So I think that's just a short start, and I would like to say, yes, I've started, and this isn't going to be a really complicated diet, by the way, or diet regime, whatever plan, I prefer to call it a plan. But it's simply virtually no grains, virtually no sugar, although you can have some fruit, and also low carbohydrate in general, but proteins. You can get back and have your butter and your proteins, and and of course no alcohol. I know, that's all part of the sugar part of it. But that's it. That's all. You know, we bring in maybe a few fermented foods, a little bit of acidic, like vinegar, particularly cider vinegar, those sorts of things. But in general, and maybe stepping up your exercise, in general, it's a really, really simple plan to follow. So I hope that you'll bear with me over the next 10 days, and I look forward to being with you during that time. Thanks very much. So remember, it's Pamela Steele, and my website, which shows you a lot of information and has a book that called Grit Not Shit, which is downloadable free. And please have a look at that, and that is from the website crisisadvice.co.uk. That's crisisadvice.co.uk. Okay, see you all tomorrow. Bye.